I believe we're live.
We are live.
We are live. Dun, 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 dun. This is Sue Greenwald with Awakened Stories here today with King Smarty, also known as King Sananda. Hey, King, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm
All
doing
right,
great.
all right.
Grateful to be here. So, all
Yep,
right.
yep. Everybody should be. We all are grateful to be here because we have an awesome father and we serve the greater good.
And you can see how much of what we want to happen is happening now.
Right.
So exciting.
And that's what these update interviews, whatever you want to call videos, are literally about. Constantly giving you guys updates and um uh, 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 educating and showing you guys and telling you guys and then showing you guys where we're actually going with all of
Right.
this,
Right.
which is the important part of these videos. Not only that, but you have a timestamp of when Daddy told us things. We have the timestamp of when he told us, and then we have the timestamp of when it actually takes place. So these videos are important for that.
Well, so they give information to people, but it also allows people to visualize and it expands their consciousness, which speeds up the process.
Right.
So that's why being positive, like visualizing what you want, how you want Earth and society to be, will help speed it up, right?
That's right. That's right. And see yourself, feel yourself there. See yourself being thankful for being there. See it all manifest the way that you want it. However, we do with the understanding that Dad has the ultimate control over
Of
all of it.
course. Yeah.
So I enforce everything that he tells me because everything that he tells me is literally what we all want. We want peace. We want technology that can heal, that can restore. Um, we want to, live long and prosper with our friends and families, and all that stuff. That's what we want. That's what we all want. So that's what I enforce, reinforce, and enforce every day.
Right.
And then you have the dark ones constantly attacking what we all want. So we're literally the underdogs, if you would. All of us that are doing Daddy's work and that know the truth about it all, we're literally up against the entire system. That's good military, bad military, good guy, bad guy, all of it. We're up against all of them. Period. Because we don't stand for the type of rules that they want to empower, especially the dark ones. Now, the good guys want to establish their own system too. And that's
Right.
why, Daddy laughs at them because it's like, you're going to do it Daddy's way. Regardless of what you think, you're going to do it Daddy's way. You know how I know? Because Daddy's the designer of it. So you can continue to think and feel that you have full control of holding back the wealth transfer and holding back this and holding back the technology and holding back the truth about myself. But at the end of the day, it's going to go down Daddy's way. So that's where we're at with everything.
Boom.
Boom.
That was easy.
Easier said than done. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
Well,
hardest part is having to wait for them to either turn to Daddy or for me to be able to eliminate them. That's the
yeah,
hardest part. And then, of course, cleaning up all you guys because you know um, you guys are constantly under attack because of what we all stand for. So those are the hardest parts of it all. However, maintain that vibration of love and light and manifestation and making reality beautiful for everybody. Once we continue to maintain that, then that's what we're having. And the more and more of us coming together, enforcing that, putting the energy to that, we it allows the manifestation to happen, which is why I signed out last night on the Hustle Man with the actual harnessing or creating the ball of love and light, and then harnessing it and then sending it, because that's how you transfer energy. So there's a lot for other people to learn, especially the new people. Once you learn it, once you validate it, once you successfully reproduce what I'm teaching you, then you know it's for real. You don't have no more doubts, because the method is designed for you to remove the doubts within what's happening.
Right.
So, all right.
And so all the products like the wands and the jewelry and all that, those are tools. Okay, so obviously, like wearing the jewelry is protective and it's beautiful, it's passively healing you, et cetera, et cetera. There's so many advantages to it, but it's also a tool for healing. So do you need it? Like, no. Do you want it? Of course you do. And like you said today, we're going to want everything really soon, and you're going to sell out and you're going to bring out so many products it's going to blow our minds.
That's true. That's true. I'm going to need help just producing and getting things done that I want done.
Yeah.
And I know that you guys are getting ready to buy stuff up because I know the wealth transfer is happening. So I'm preparing myself for all this stuff. If you haven't noticed, what I'm doing is literally preparing all of y'all for what's happening. While everybody's running to the churches, we're going to get to work. We're going to have Help Somebody Today campaigns worldwide. We've already started. We're going to have Move worldwide. We've already started. I hear you and JJ got a video coming up
Wednesday.
So a lot of the stuff that we're doing is to prepare everybody for what's coming. While everybody else is running around, oh my God, Jesus help us, we're actually doing what we need to be doing.
Right.
So that's the good part about what these videos are about and what we're all about. So let's move on to Q&A, because I know you got a lot over there.
Yep. Okay, so what we've said kind of morphs into this. It's a valid question. It's been asked and answered before. Projects for the wealth transfer. You know, we've been told by other intel providers that we have to come up with a list of projects and justify the money we're going to receive and blah, blah, blah. Do we need to do that?
The answer is no. Only because daddy already knows what you're going to do with it, and if you were able to get to that point, then there's no questions. These individuals that are taking care of your wealth transfer, the banks and all that, they need to do their job and leave you be, period. There are some intel community groups that are telling you guys you have to request a certain rate for humanitarian projects. Again, those of you guys that are even allowed to get to that point, there's a purpose for you even getting to that point. And the purpose is because dad knows that y'all going to use the money to help rebuild the planet. He may let a couple of you guys that think y'all got away with all this wealth and not do nothing with it. He may let y'all get away with it just to take it from you again. And so that being said, be wise. Don't be stupid. I don't have no problem confiscating things. I'm sure you all know that already.
That's great. Great. All right. So you don't have to come up with this justification in this long list. I've been telling people that it's old information, old. Okay. And the other question kind of dovetails into that is you've got a lot of groups. We've started a lot of things like we're going to call it the foundation of where we're going in the future. But a lot of people want to help us with the projects that you're working on once they have their funding. So they're going to have that opportunity to assist us. Like we've got the groups, you know, right now we don't have the money to do all the things we're talking about, but we're kind of researching, we're laying the foundation and ready to pull the trigger when the time comes. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. The only thing I'll change is the fact that we do have the money that we need. We just haven't, it just hasn't been released to us.
Okay.
That being said, yes, when it all begins, everybody will be able to participate. And some of you guys won't even have to touch your own money because we got it all. Now, of course, a lot of you guys that will run into these gigantic funding accounts or whatnot will be able to participate using your own funds. And that way, you don't have to ask me for anything, or you don't have to ask permission to do anything because you can just go ahead and pay for it.
Right.
So, what I would suggest everybody do is just watch, learn, see what we're doing, and see where we can use assistance, and then offer to help.
Right.
Because I know that there's a lot of people out there that want to participate in med beds, want to participate in this, and want to participate in that, and want to put all this money. They want to put all their money into different projects when those projects that they may have wanted to participate in are literally obsolete when Smarty comes out with his shit. So I would wait, watch, see what we do, and then see where we need assistance in. Because if you haven't noticed, we're the ones that are doing shit right now. We're not just talking about it. We got move happening. We got we're getting ready to put out a post to recruit people for move, and all the, especially the children, because they're so, their minds are so innocent and clean, and they'll have crazy cool ideas that we'll implement. Stuff like that. We'll be doing all types of things, and all we literally need to do is continue to do what we're doing. And when we need assistance, everybody will see is obviously we need help in this and that department. We need help over here, over there. You know, whatever part of the world we're at, that's where we're going to need the help. That being said, I would wait until everybody is, well, not everybody. I would wait until everything is laid out the way Daddy wants us to lay things out, and we follow that. That's what we do. We're given orders by him, and we do it when he wants us to do it. Not when you, the people, the viewers, the Jedis, anybody else. It's when Dad wants it done. Because when we do it with him involved, it just goes smoother. And things happen, and things get executed, things get completed because it's what he wanted it. He wanted it. It's because it's the way he wanted it done. This specific way.
Right.
So that's why we have to wait and follow orders. There's so many things I want to do right now, and I'm stuck because he's not allowing me to move further until A, B, and C is completed.
Right.
So that's where we're at. A, B, and C is being completed, and then boom, the floodgates open. Boom, here we go. Let's get it. Let's get it. You know, let's get it cranking because it's already started. The party already started.
Well, that's amazing. So there's lots of projects we're working on now, getting the foundation ready, and we're ready to pull the trigger on many of them. So if people want to join in on those projects, obviously, when we all join forces with a common goal, it goes faster and more efficient. And of course, it goes in the right direction.
That's
Right?
true. That's
So we
true.
want to make sure we're doing, like, we don't want to use archaic methods. It wastes time and money. We want to do everything quick, easy, and as efficiently as possible.
Right. And who better to guide us than that?
Right. Right.
You know, I always do what he wants me to do when he wants me to do it. And sometimes I myself think it's happening slowly. However, I don't see the entire big picture. I see the big picture, but not the entire big picture. So we allow Dad to tell us what to do next when we're supposed to do it.
Right. Okay. So that answers a few, like I get a lot of questions along those lines. I want everyone to be comfortable that they're going to get information as things progress. It's not like we're never going to be here again. We're going to kind of guide people through it. Of course, they can always contact us, but we're not going to forget anyone. We want everyone's help.
That's right. That's
Right.
right.
Yeah. All right. Question. Angels slash guardian angels and those that help us, like on our entourage, our team. Okay. They usually help us and we don't really even know that they're there for the most part. Is there ever any quid pro quo? Like, do we owe them or need to pay them in a fashion? Like, whether it be by good energy, thank yous, or a ceremony or whatever. Do we need to do anything to compensate them or even the playing field?
Um, the simple answer to that is no, because they they are made to assist. Just like me, just like you, just like others that are doing things because
Yeah,
it's the right thing to do. That's why I don't accept payments for a simple healing that I can do faster than anybody on the fucking planet, let alone the universe, right? So there's certain things that we will not accept. Just a simple thank you or thank daddy for us. That's it.
right.
Thank you, Dad, for allowing the angels to assist me. Simple as that. They know they have love for you guys the same way I do. They'll do anything for you guys the same way I will. All it is a simple text message for me because I'm literally walking the earth right now. For them, they're all telepathic. Everybody can hear you, including the dark forces. So just let them know that you're very thankful for everything they're doing, including the galactics. We all know there's different groups out there claiming all this and all that. So just thank the good guys, those of the light, for doing what they're doing. And I'm sure all of you saw my post this AM where Dad had us release the dormant warriors that were waiting to be released to help the Earth. So that's what happened this AM. Um, there's many different forces popping up right now as of 3 hours ago. 222 as of 3 hours ago, and you're going to see more and more of it because there's no way around it. And don't listen to anybody claiming to be, it's drones and it's missiles and they're detecting these weapons and all this bullshit military crap, right? Just ignore all that shit. Just know that Dad, me and my crew, the light forces, the angelic realms are liberating Earth, and don't fall into the bullshit, especially if they're fucking fear mongering, because we know better here. Y'all know better, especially y'all watching this. Y'all know better. Y'all know that Dad got y'all. Y'all know that y'all here for a purpose, and the purpose is to become a humanitarian force unlike the Earth has ever seen. Period. And our work don't stop here because we get to go assist other planets, other bodies, blah blah blah. This was one of the worstest places where they decided to um, create their little stronghold. All that shit is over if you haven't noticed.
Yay.
So yeah,
All right. Well, years ago, I was taught that we had to do something for the angels that were helping us. Like basically there was no free lunch. So I would light a stick of incense every morning and say, thank you for your help, blah, blah, blah. And I felt that that was a good thing to do. I was just curious if that was even valid because that's kind of what they're built for. I mean, we want to appreciate them because gratitude is one of the highest vibrations. So it lifts our vibration when we're thankful as well as everything around us, everyone around us, right?
that's right, and that's why all they need is a simple thank you. Thank you for helping. Thank you for doing your part, and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Because of the gratitude and all that. That's all the energy that they need.
All
that
right.
same type of vibration, energy, and gratitude is what I want y'all to feel moving forward.
Yeah.
Especially when things hasn't happened yet for you. If you move into the future with your mind's eye and you're thankful for all the things you just received, it allows that energy snowball to manifest what you want faster.
Right. Right.
There's methods to all this stuff, and we're going to teach everybody everything they need to know so that they remove all the doubts within themselves and realize there's nothing impossible with our creator, source, God, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to call him, it's whatever.
Yeah. The video that Peter did, let's say it was a week ago, about you, about your purpose here, was stunning and beautiful. And what that did for me is not only was it beautifully done, but the animation of the graphics and all that allowed me to further visualize things. It anchored it in a little bit more than it was before. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it
So
makes total sense. It makes total
beautifully
sense.
done. Yeah.
The cool part is Daddy was doing, he was there the whole time. So that video was super accurate, like super accurate. And the graphics were pretty damn close, really,
They were
really
made.
close.
Tell B he has some pretty nice looking abs.
The fact that the AI showed B 2 inches taller than me was also 100% accurate
Yeah.
because after the chambers, I'm 6'2" and he's 6'4". So nobody knew
Cool.
that. I
That's
never I
cool.
never shared that with anybody.
That's cool.
However, Dad was there doing the thing with her, so that's why it was so accurate.
Yeah.
And even the part where I had to go around the universe and create and do different things, that's literally what Dad had me doing.
Yeah.
And the part where the child is formed in the hands, I've told y'all that. So
Right.
that
Yeah.
video was super accurate. If you haven't seen it, go see it because it's
Yeah.
super accurate. And the ending is accurate too, because we about to open up a can of whoop ass on this planet and uncloak and land our ships and walk out like Captain Save a Souls.
Captain Save a Soul. Yeah. And that was good. But I wanted to compliment the video because it really helped me, the viewer, anchor in what's happening. I mean, we're talking concept, and it's not that I don't believe, but the visualization was helpful. And I also think, the way you see the kids in the little tunnel and they're all sitting in a group. And then when you pick them up, it was just so beautiful. Like you could see the love emanating from the graphic actually. So
Yeah, and that's literally what happens.
yeah.
Go into these places, we teleport them straight to the ships, just like that, just like the fucking video.
Yeah.
So it was wild. It was like it brought tears to my eyes. It brought tears to B's eyes, and it brought tears to many others' eyes, which
Yeah.
is which is
Beautifully done.
yeah, it was beautifully done, beautifully done.
Beautifully. So about, I'm just gonna say 3 or 4 days ago, you put out a video and I was gonna cue it up and I didn't, I ran out of time, but of one of the four kings getting out of a sarcophagus, kind of like etherically standing up and then getting out, kind of looking around, boom, new outfit, and then all of a sudden he's zipping around the room. He's like testing out his abilities. Was that a real video?
The video was an it was what you call it. It was CGI. However, that's literally what happened. Not the whole entire thing, but that's literally what happens and how it happens. The body is nothing but a vessel, and Dad can reanimate anything and then anything and anyone. So, although the video was a CGI, I threw it out there because that's literally what happened. And if you listen to JP's one of JP's interviews, he tells you guys that that's what happened. The only part that he doesn't know is that not only did that happen and the giant disappeared, or the king disappeared, he went over to, first of all, he went up to meet his crew, his galactic crew, reestablished his chain of command with his crew, and then him and three others went to Israel, and they're now making sure things go daddy's way. So I put that video out there to show you guys that this is literally what happened. However, the video was CGI.
Okay.
But that's why I did that. So yeah.
Again, it's a way to visualize things that we maybe understand the concept, but it's a way to see it and anchors it in more to our consciousness. Maybe the same day you put out a video, it was like a guy under a bridge or something, and he was like practicing with fire, and he was spinning around, like, and it was quite cool to see, and that it kind of looked real. So what about that video?
Yeah, that's those are real videos. That's just like um
Fire
me
bending.
when I did the calming of the water video the other day.
Yeah, yeah.
So those are all elementals that are helping assist in that type of technique. Along with telekinesis, the stronger you become, the less the elementals show up. The elementals are the ones that are holding up the brooms. If you haven't, if I think I told y'all before, they're the ones that are coming in and holding up the broom for you guys when you do the broomstick challenge. And sometimes it don't work for me because they're a little afraid to get too close because they know what I do. um, when things move quickly around me, the first thing I do is whop,
Yeah.
and they know all that, so I literally have to say, I'm not going to do anything. Come hold the broom.
That's great.
So
That's great.
yeah, that's those are elementals along with telekinesis abilities. Everybody has them, and they're going to become more and more evident as the consciousness rises, and it's rising. It's rising so high and so fast that when you do um, fake false flags, people are knowing that it's exactly what it is, a fake false flag. So there's coming, we're coming to a point where you guys that are doing all these false flags are being exposed, and then the people themselves are going to have their way with you. They're going to prosecute you their way, and Dad already approved of that. So if you're a God fearing or whatever you want to call it, and you feel like these individuals need to go, you already got the go ahead from Dad. That's what that post was about, where the people themselves can now prosecute your asses. So if we all want to go into, let's say, a facility where we know that there's a bunch of satanic people in there and want to execute them, by all means, have it that way. Um, I'm not saying to do it because we have other ways to do it. But if you do it, Dad will cover you in some form or fashion, because it's about that time where that statement, we will, if the people knew what we were doing, we wouldn't be able to walk down the streets.
Right.
It's about that. It's about time that statement becomes super valid, super accurate, and that it needs to be done, because
Right.
these individuals are still raping and pillaging, taking your children, putting them in fucking shipping containers, doing all this crazy stuff to y'all, and y'all not doing nothing because y'all scared of the law, which was a man-made law in the first place. So that's why the red hats are running around doing what they got to do, right? So how about the red hats go into all these different facilities and execute these motherfuckers? Why not? Who's going to stop y'all as long as Dad gives y'all the right of way, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I can do it myself, which is why I keep waiting for approval. But y'all can do it too. You want to go shoot? You want to go kill a couple of gang members? Go ahead and
Oh,
take care of the real fucking problems. Those perverts and
yeah.
those satanic people in all these public offices that have dual citizenship, right? Talk about a galactic sting operation, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's time to shut them all down.
And again, without the internet and the research ability, the quick way to research it, we'd never know that. Somebody sat there and put all that together on a nice little chart for us. And we see every single person has dual citizenship. They shouldn't be in the position that they're in, you know. Then we see what they're doing, and we like it expands our consciousness though. So yay.
That's
Yay.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. That is
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
So this is the point of all this crazy stuff that I talk about, which is not crazy. It's actually normal. The problem is y'all wasn't told that all this stuff that I'm talking about is actually real.
Right.
And this is a real galactic sting operation. Real. I'm actually going to put these hoodies and T-shirts on the website later on or tomorrow, whenever I have time, so that you guys can snatch these up because we're all a part of it.
That's cool. So cool. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that's like that guy, the kid that killed the United Healthcare CEO, vigilante justice. That's what he was trying to do. And again, there's way more to that story that we don't know yet, but it'll be interesting, won't it?
Yeah, like they got the wrong guy, like it was all staged and all this other bullshit.
Of course, yeah.
So,
Yeah, then PD Biddy's like freaking riding a bike in jail. It's like, yeah,
well, they're part of the system, all of them.
yeah.
Just like the video I just posted a couple an hour or so ago, where the gentleman says that Trump, Trump, Putin, and Zelensky are all of part of the same church, the same Jewish church, which we already knew, and we do know that there's clones of them, and we do know that there's different. There's literally a war happening, a clone war, if you would. Right? They told you the truth in Star Wars. All these different things are taking place, and the real ones are in the caves and whatnot, hiding because they don't know which way's up. They don't know which way to turn. And yet, me and my crew out here in the open taking all the hits.
Yeah.
But, or should I say, however, we're the ones that was designed to take all the hits, which is why we are the ones that will receive all the glory when it's all done. Especially Daddy, because he's the one that's got us here doing this shit. I tried to quit this morning, by the way. Yeah. And of course, he laughed at me, and I said, "All right, I'll quit for a minute."
I quit for 3 hours about a month ago.
Right, right, right.
It was like one of these, you know.
Yeah, well, I'm looking, I'm anxious, and I'm looking forward for the money flow for everyone, so that we can get things done. We can get people squared away, so that I can travel around the world and do what I got to do without having to worry about certain things.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The Rainbow Bridge, we talked about that maybe a month or so ago, and you said, by the way, that's real. And I was like, yeah, I know. And we kind of glossed over it. Where did that originate from, and like what's its purpose? Like, does it go from to and from certain planets? Like, can you kind of explain that to us?
Yeah, they were created a long time ago, and they do go from planet to planet. It's like his very own teleportation type of thing, where you can actually cross and walk across. So there's different ways to travel amongst the stars, and that's one of them.
Oh,
Um, they're ancient bridges too, and some of them will be restored because some of them got destroyed,
oh,
and they show you that in the Thor movie,
yeah.
that one of those bridges actually got destroyed. even the fact that you have to, insert a sword or whatever just to turn it is actually real too, including the Stargate system where you have to go up to the panel, hit the switches, and then the Stargate starts spinning and creates the force field so that you walk through. All of that shit is real, all of it, and you're going to witness it all, and you're going to be able to use it. So um that's what the full disclosure is all about. If you haven't noticed, this is the last cycle, so everything will be exposed. Everything. There's no way around what's happening.
Wow. Okay. So interesting. So let's just say if we could figure out where it landed on Earth, we could physically walk across it to another planet. And I know that's very simplified, but we could use it.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Switch
You
of
got
topic.
you got any newer questions from newer people?
Um, I've got pages of questions. So I had a question from somebody through the Q&A group, the sign of the cross. Okay, so the inverted cross, like what does the cross itself symbolize? And I wrote back and I said, the cross is a torture device. So everyone's wearing a torture device around their neck, thinking they belong to this group of good people. And then somebody said, well, when they do whatever they do, the movement, it creates an inverted cross symbol, etherically. And I'm like, wow, I never thought of that.
Yeah. Well, why why would I want y'all to be wearing that shit?
Mm-mm.
Right? And like you said, it's a torture device. So you think I'm happy about people wearing these crosses with my old body on it?
Or
Don't make
any,
sense.
or just a blank cross. It's still a torture device. I mean, so many people were tortured that way and killed.
Yeah, yeah. So that there's actually different meanings to the cross. But that's one of them. Now, the other meaning, which should be the only meaning, is the laminin, the thing that you have in the back is the shape of the cross. That's where your soul's at. That's the only thing that shit should mean. Not crucifixion or none of that, because it wasn't a fucking cross in the first place. It was a tree. So um, all of that will be revealed, and people will stop wearing it because they'll stop wearing the one that has the Jesus body on it like this. Like that shit ain't cool at all.
Yeah.
And
I
the
I've always
fact that
thought it
they
was
have
creepy.
yeah, and the fact that they have it all in all the churches is like blatant, like disrespect, if you ask me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well, and people don't know about where the consciousness is located, nor do they know that a cross represents that. They're wearing it because they think they're part of the church and they want to like represent their belief system. But the thing is they have an erroneous belief system.
right,
So
right. Well, you know that part where it says, "Forgive them, for they know not what they do."
yeah,
Yeah, that's a lot of shit. A lot of shit. There, people are doing a lot of shit, not realizing that it's dark, it's
right.
bad. Like some of the preachers or some of the people that are saying, "I cover you with the blood of Jesus." Now, I'm sure y'all watching all these satanic videos. These people are covered in blood. Now, why would we want that? Why would our Father want us to say such things? Wake up, dumb fucks.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of joking that we should do a Bible video, like Bible stories, but like they sacrifice animals and they do all this stuff in the Bible and the Bible stories, and I'm like, that's not what anyone of the light is about, you know?
Well, why you think we got so many enemies against us? Because They all know daddy but me. They all know daddy but the Jedis. They all know daddy but the people that actually talk to daddy every day. Right? And if you notice, you got all these churches everywhere. On my block alone, there's three of them with different groups in them, all being a part of something that dad never wanted in the first place. So there's going to be a lot of people running to the churches, and then they're going to leave the churches because they're going to see the truth being broadcast everywhere.
Yeah.
You can run to the church. If you got your cell phone on you, you're going to find out what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna run to the churches, then run out of the churches fast, you know?
Especially when the full disclosure on the fact that the churches, the schools, and law enforcement are involved in taking the children.
Yep.
Um, that's what's going to happen. That's what's happening as we speak. Actually, there was a video posted or sent to me this AM where a little girl that went missing finally comes, out of hiding, saying that she went missing because of what they were doing to her. So she was smart enough to escape and leave, um, which happens in a lot of cases. The children disappear and don't want to go back to the homes because they told everybody what was happening and everybody was a part of it, so they had no choice but to leave.
Right. Right.
So that happened a lot.
We see too where the churches, they're, again, they're not tax, so they've got tax exempt status, but it seems like they have exempt status for everything. They're the ones with all the money, right? Because everyone's donating to them. Once they have their structure, which is donated and tax deductible, they basically collect every whatever Sunday or whatever the service is, and they just do whatever nefarious stuff they want with that money. But, like think of the Church of the Latter-day Saints. They have, I think it was like several billion in their account. And then the IRS is like, we want to start taxing you. And they're like, oh, wait, why wait all this time to decide to do that, just because you need the money? It's crazy,
Yeah.
crazy stuff. Okay. Quick question about natural fibers. When we wear cotton, linen, wool, silk, those are natural and our energy flow breathes and we're able to have a higher energy vibration, where synthetic fabrics lower our vibration, as do synthetic building materials for our houses, our cars, etc. Is that still true? Is that still a true statement? Or does the jewelry nullify that?
Yes, that is a very true statement. However, the jewelry does eliminate that and enhance it. A part of that little thing that I did yesterday on the Hustle Man,
Compliment, yeah.
that energy field that you can create in your mind's eye can be transferred to any piece of clothing that you want to neutralize the harmful effects and to enhance the energy behind it.
Mhm.
So it doesn't matter what I wear; it's automatically changed as soon as I put my hands on it or as soon as I walk the aisle. Um, so that's something that everybody should keep in mind. That energy, the right energy, and the right method can change anything. So yes, the statement was real. However, it can be neutralized and um, changed to do what we needed to do.
Right. Okay. So if you're wearing the jewelry, there's no worries. If you're not, you can charge your polyester clothing, which is really what they're making now because it's cheap to make.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I
Uh,
actually I actually wear a lot of it because it's dry. It dries quick.
yeah. Yeah.
So especially being on the island, there's water everywhere. If I have to jump in the water, I'll jump in and then I'll come out and be dry.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything can be changed. That's the purpose of what I teach you guys. You can change anything using frequencies. You can use the frequencies to change your reality. You can use the energy to change the outcome of anything. When you get super advanced with it, you can change history as well. So there's lots of things that can be changed simply by using frequencies or going in and out of space-time dimension and changing shit.
Awesome. Okay. Got a question from a Jedi about reality. What is the point of there being different realities and dimensions? Is it better to view it all as being different parts of existence, or how should we kind of understand that?
Huh. That's a good question. I would say the purpose of it all is what you're getting ready to find out. Um, there's multiple dimensions, multiple realities, and there's different things happening on each level of existence, each dimension, each reality. I would say the purpose of all of it is to get the entire universe on the same path, the same wavelength. Because of us going in and out of dimension, space, time, we are changing things everywhere, not just here. So there is a bigger picture, like I was saying, and that's part of it. Most of the people here are just worried about living day to day and all this other shit, which is a program that they want you to live this way. They don't want you to know that there's a bigger picture being played out and there's multiple dimensions and there's multiple realities, and you can go in and out of them to change them. So those bigger pictures will be revealed to us. I do know that they're happening at the same time because of the things that we're here to change. So when we have to go into one timeline or one dimension or a different reality to grab stuff out of it, that's what we do. Same thing with dimensions. Um, you have different ghosts and different I don't I said ghosts, but you got different beings that are on different dimensions, and they're literally right here with you, with us, and you can't see them because they're on a different playing field. However, that playing field changes what happens here, and then we change what happens there. Same thing with everything else. Um, the universe is massive, and there's different levels, different stages, different realms, different dimensions, and they're all leading to they're all leading back to dad. And the point of it all is to bring in a whole new reality for all the multiverse, universe, space, time, dimension, all in between. So it's a lot to take in and understand, but it's because I can see it all. So I'm trying to, you know, give you insight on what I'm actually seeing, which is all of it being combined and all of it being cleaned up at the same time, and it all serves a purpose. Other than that, you'll have to get more detailed answers from Dad because I just don't have them right now.
Yeah, it's a little confusing and complex, but I think what I just got from that was that every positive thought and action that we do, everything that we do to help the cause, if you will,
Yeah,
makes a difference, not only to our little bubble, it ripples out to all those on earth, but all the realities and dimensions, all that is. So the more positivity we put out, the better everyone is, the more quickly things change.
yeah,
That's what I kind of got while you were saying that.
yeah. That's literally what it is.
Hmm.
There was a point in time where I was doing things and taking out a bunch of different, ET forces in the beginning, and the message was for me to slow down because I'm messing things up in the rest of the galaxy. And my response was, good, get used to it. So um, that's why we're doing things down here to change everything elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we'll see what everything means shortly. Hang in there.
Looking forward to it. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of segues into another question I had. So it's like a two-pronged question. About a month or plus ago, you put out a post about Kevin Spacey. Okay. And you said he was part of the reptilian secret space program, and he was here working with part of the plan to shift the consciousness into other bodies or clones. Okay. And so I wanted to know more about that. Like, can you explain that a little bit more? And then I wanted to say something else after.
Well, there was a secret space program that was in place, SSP and all these other different fashions,
Mhm.
Cougar and all the other stuff. He was the head of all of them. However, it was just his image because the real soul behind it was a different entity.
Ah,
So he was just the front man, if you would, and he also had technologies that was advanced, and he was using it down here as well, which is why he's a part of the Hollywood crap shit too. So they were part of the secret space program that is now what you would say um, um, neutralized, if you would, or obsolete, because we took over everything already. There's nothing that we haven't taken over. Even the fact that you're witnessing some of the stuff happen now, we took over it, and it's being played out for the end result of all this stuff. So yeah, they were part of the secret space program. They were doing the off-planet stuff, the harvesting of the humans, taking them from this planet to the ships, and then delivering it elsewhere. They were all a part of it.
okay. So this leads to the point I wanted to ask. Okay, this is several years ago on Instagram. I was following somebody's channel, and they would put out daily posts that were interesting about galactics and all that. But they put out a picture of Tom Cruise, and they said, this is the entity that rules either, I'm going to screw it up, but either this planet or dimension of reality. And it's an evil, dark dimension of reality. And then the next day they put one out about Kevin Spacey. He's the military, blah, blah, blah. And every day there'd be like what we would call an actor or celebrity that has actually had a darker role that is bigger than we can understand. Well, that channel I think was taken down. I don't know if it was real, but is that kind of what you're talking about?
Yeah, basically, you got these stars being the picture of it all. You got Tom Cruise was the whole, he was the one promoting Scientology crap. Um, you got different groups um, being well, you got different people being the cover for all of these different groups, but they were nothing but reptilian puppets or reptilian host. Um, so that's all that was. Just different 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 people that were in power but weren't really in power because they had the attachment or the being telling them what to do every day, kind of like the way dad tells us what to do every day. So Tom Hanks was one of the worst one, which is why he was one of the first ones to go. The same with Oprah. Y'all still believe they're still alive, not y'all, because y'all know better, but people still believe they're alive, and they're not. They're been dead and gone. However, they're also being used as pawns for the next play, for the next thing, for the next awakening. Oh, this person has just got hung publicly. Oh, okay. which we already know the public, the executions and all that stuff was already done.
Yeah, yeah.
Like B was reading today how Biden gave medals to Hillary Clinton and all them. Like, what? Does he not know they're dead? I mean, of course they do. Him himself is dead.
It is fun to watch, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of feel like Tom Hanks has a new movie coming out. I might have seen something, and I couldn't tell you what it is. I don't care, but yeah, they're still using their likenesses. They've got somebody playing Oprah, doesn't even look like her, totally different voice, yeah.
Well,
But yeah,
in some of their contracts, it actually says we're going to use your images.
yeah,
So that's literally what they do.
yeah,
They'll take you in. They'll rape you. They'll pillage you. They'll, in some cases, execute you and then replace you, and then keep you away from your family because your family noticed that you're not the same person.
right.
That's literally what they've been doing. And then, of course, the blackmail part where you go to a party and you wake up with your rear end all ripped up, and now you're on tape, and you got to do what we tell you to do, or we're going to release this footage of you getting your rear end ripped up. So that's how they've been controlling people.
Right.
That's literally what one of the rappers just came out and confessed to, that they took advantage of me and this is what they did.
Yeah.
So that's what they do. They take some of the hardest people in the ghettos in rap especially, and then they violate them. They bring them to these parties, violate them, and then have them do what they want them to do. So it's all a game for them. It's all a power trip. They think that by doing this they can stay in power, and I'm showing them what real power looks like. So they done fucked around and found out.
Yay. Okay. Question, was the Q movement a real honest like movement, or was it always like a psyop type of a movement? Was it there just to wake people up, or what was the purpose?
Yeah, it was designed to wake people up. However, they weren't totally honest about certain things. And the fact that we found out shortly that they were a part of censoring me too, which put them on the shit list for me.
Yep.
So that being said, that's why they faded away, and not a lot of people share their shit no more because turns out they were full of shit. Um, However, they did have a key part of helping wake people up. Now, currently, I still think it's BS, and I would like them all exposed. So they still have a chance to show face and um, um, how you say prove themselves, if you would, right? That's what they should be doing right now as we speak. You say the military is in control, are y'all? So why can't y'all control all these drones in the skies or all these UFOs in the skies? I thought y'all was in control. And why are children still being trafficked? I thought y'all was in control. Why is all this unnecessary crap happening? Why is all the censorship still happening? I thought y'all were in control.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Well, interesting stuff though, because I know when it first came out, it was very exciting. We were like, oh, yes, finally there's a plan. Trust that plan. It kind of made us all, well, like not, and the decoders I thought were brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was quite interesting to listen to all this stuff, and I feel like I learned a lot from it. But after like whatever, a few months, it's like nothing's happening, dude.
Yeah, well, even to this day, they're constantly posting 3 year delta, 2 year delta, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm telling y'all shit in advance, like right now.
And I'm just going to point this out. All of these questions, I'm bouncing around on all these topics. He doesn't ever know what we're going to talk about, right?
No.
I'm just like throwing stuff at you randomly, and you're always able to answer the questions. And you're doing your phone stuff at the same time. So,
Yeah, yeah. So that should tell you guys that I'm hands on. You can't you there's no way you're going to have so much accuracy the way that I do if you're not hands on with it. Okay? I've already told you guys that they were going to, say stupid shit about the UFOs and call them drones, and then bigger ones would appear. Isn't that not what's happening right now? Okay, well, we're going to get to a point where they ain't going to be able to say nothing other than we don't know whose they are and they're everywhere.
hey, remember about a month ago, the whole state of Florida was covered. So we might have already talked about this. The sky turned fuchsia pink and then red, and everyone around Facebook was putting out their pictures. So, giant mothership on cloaking. We've seen it in other countries, we've seen it around. It's happening. And we've seen them out there with our own eyes, anyways, but it's happening. You just
Yeah,
have to, like, what's that movie? It's called Look Up or Don't Look Up.
yeah,
Like,
don't look up.
that's actually kind of a cute movie. It's like they think they're so stupid too,
Yeah.
but just because you don't look up doesn't mean they're not there, you know?
And that's true, which is why we started doing them in the daytime too, because everybody was talking about they only come out at night. So now you have daytime footage,
Yeah.
and the cabal and those in power of the platforms are censoring it all. So that being said, that doesn't mean that it's going to stop. It doesn't mean that it's going away. What I'm telling you is happening. We're going to uncloak worldwide, and there's no way around it. So that's literally where we're at with everything. Y'all done messed up. Y'all have plenty of chances. Y'all sitting there right now trying to figure out what to do next. Because I'm telling y'all what we're gonna do, and you think you can stop it, which
Yeah. Yeah.
you know you can't. There's nothing y'all can do about it. Nothing at all. I'm looking forward to all of it so that we can move along and get right with dad across the board, everybody. So enjoy the little bit of the next couple of few days you have left.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. This is about the JFK assassination. And we had touched on it briefly a while ago, and you said he kind of had foreknowledge of, being targeted. All right. So we don't probably need to go into every detail, but then there's lots of theories why he was assassinated, that he was going to change the money system. He was going to expose that there were extraterrestrials out there. And then he was going to inspect some Israeli nuclear power plants. And I mean, there's a lot of theories. So I guess my question is, and I'm sure there's more than I just gave as an example, but he did have foreknowledge. Is that correct?
Yep,
Okay.
yep. Even the part where um he knew they were getting ready to kill him because we told him. Um, Everybody has to understand that time does not exist for us. We can go in and out of dimensions. We can go in and out of time and space. We can pop pop up on you at any point in time to give you warnings, and we can also pop up on you to take you and replace you with a lookalike, a clone, one of our very own. Then you can go onto our ships and stay there until we're all done. That's what's happened in a lot of cases. And you guys are going to witness the unveiling of that simple fact that I just told you. So some of the people that y'all think is dead is not dead. Some of the people that y'all think is, um, um, well, some of the famous people that y'all think are gone are not gone. Because of that, we've been able to go in and out of space, time, dimension, teleportation, all the above to change things. We actually change things um, to manifest the new reality that we're walking into right now. That's what we did. That's what we've been doing. So while all of these individuals were planning all this stuff for thousands of years, we were teleporting in and out and changing things. They they actually knew this part that we were doing it. So they started to form their own teleportation, their own looking glass, their own time travel to go back and change things. What happened was we were there the whole time changing things with them. So that nothing that they ever tried to do actually took place. Yes, they murdered thousands of people. Yes, they are still doing what they're doing in Israel. Actually, you know what I mean. Um, all of that was necessary to get to where we're going because although a lot of that stuff is hard to watch, there's also a purpose of it, and all of those people have already been brought back, especially the children. They're the ones that are been lying in waiting for the right time to come back and finish the job. A lot of them have already came back. That being said, we already won. Now you're witnessing the actual grand finale take place. And that's what the ships are about. That's what the release of the chambers are about. I'm going to be able to teleport the chambers anywhere around the world, wherever I want to. When you see that taking place, then you're going to know without a shadow of a doubt that everything I told you was real. There's no way around it. You're already seeing the ships. Now, a lot of the chambers, I mean, there's a ship literally right above me that have all of the chambers on them. That being said, I'm going to be able to teleport a chamber from the ship here anywhere around the world. Wop, 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 wop. All we're going to need is a location. As long as the location is approved, chamber. So not only that, I'll be traveling with some. Remember, I got the handheld ones as well. So between the chambers and the unlimited wealth that a lot of you guys on the crew will be receiving, and the basic income and other wealth that the regular people will receive, people are going to get their life together. They're going to change their ways. We're going to get rid of poverty. We're going to get rid of gangs, drugs, all that stupid shit. Because people are revolving in a rapid pace right now because we're constantly changing the vibration of the planet, kind of like a remote control. Boop, 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 boop. So this is very, very exciting for those of us that know actually what's happening, like me and B and you guys. Lots and lots of more people. If you notice, more and more people are starting to talk like us because we're the real deal. We're telling you guys the truth. It's energy, frequency, sound, vibration, love, light. Meditation, teleportation, you name it, telekinesis. More and more people are coming out in the open with their stories because it's that time. Everybody's waking the fuck up. And it's a good thing. The sad part about all of this stuff is they actually, the dark ones got a kick out of killing y'all and consuming y'all because y'all, the people were super advanced beings who didn't know what they were. So they're sitting there like, yes, we got another one. We got another one. And they absorbed your energy. They took in your blood. They did all this stuff to you. That's why they target the children, because they're super advanced children who don't even know their roles yet because they haven't even been given a chance, but they have that energy that makes them so powerful. That being said, what happens when you take all of these new babies coming in and you teach them the way of daddy, and some you won't even have to teach because they'll be teaching you.
Yeah.
Right? So what do you think is going to happen when this massive army just gets unleashed to the rest of the universe? And they were all trained by dad and me. This is a force to be reckoned with.
I guess so. And we had talked before that the kids are pure love when they come in.
Yep.
And you know what I mean? Like they don't have material stuff. They don't understand material stuff. They don't have like goals or, all the stuff we adults have. They just have love and their emotions and their help, and their innocence. So it's really beautiful, you know.
It
So
is. It is. And that's what makes them the target because they're the closest thing to dad when they come out. Because they're not fucking altered with all the hate shit.
yeah,
Unless they were born into a family that operates that way.
yeah, yeah.
Majority of the people of Earth aren't bamboozled into doing dark things to each other. Um, I've never taught none of my kids to be that way. I've always taught them to be love and light, or I just show them how to be. Um, though those that act up or whatnot, um, it's because they're acting out and they don't want to listen until daddy literally forces them to. But majority of the children already have that love in them, and they just have to be trained the right way to operate moving forward. That's what Move is going to help with. That's what all of us Jedi's and all of us people of the light are going to show them. That's why kids love me. Everywhere I go, if they know me where I get there, when I go, they're like, "What's up, Smarty?" or John or whatever, and they love it because I operate with such love and light, and that's how everybody is going to be operating, caring for one another, helping each other, taking care of whatever it is we can take care of at the time. That's what service to others is all about. And I've always taught y'all the fastest way to get what y'all want is to make sure others get what they want. That being said, I'm helping y'all get what y'all want. So what I got coming to me is guaranteed. In my case, I know what it is because dad tells me. So I'm working for that. I'm working for that. I'm working for for everybody. Beautiful reality, beautiful everything. And now's the time where everybody should be focused on doing the same thing. Find out what you love and help people while you're doing it. Not that hard.
Yeah. And so we've talked about this. What we're supposed to be doing is what comes easy to us, what we love, what we're passionate about. And maybe that could be a stepping stone. We don't know. You got to pursue those dreams. And we're taught to discount what comes easy to us. We have to learn something new, and it's going to be hard, and you've got to do this to make money and earn a living. That's how we're taught. That's the wrong way.
Right. Right. If you just focus on what you love to do, you can turn it into an income.
Yeah.
And that's a part of you producing and producing and producing. Every day, y'all should wake up and be productive. Um, there's some of you guys that can't do that because you just can't. You don't have the means to or whatnot. However, there's things that you can do to be productive. Go. For instance, if you're bedridden, if you're a couch potato and you can't do things because of whatever situation you're in, you can go and search YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, and if you see a problem, address it using the method that I taught
Right.
you,
Right.
because that's how we change things. A lot of you guys do it every day anyway because that's what I taught y'all to do, and that's what I do. I go through all these different messages and I post things left and right, and we're addressing things, we're changing things, and we're enhancing things, and we're destroying things, and we're stopping things. So um, it's literally what we all were made to do: change things, look after each other, and move into a beautiful world reality together. And there's so many ways that we can do it, and that's what needs to be done. We have to come together and do it. So the faster we do it, the faster we can get things done. I do know that a lot of you guys are waiting for the financial blessings because a lot of us are currency holders or whatnot, waiting for these evaluations to take place, revaluations to take place. So once that does take place, we'll be able to do more and move faster. So we're all looking forward to that. I enforce that and put energy behind that every day. I don't ask when, I just enforce it because when is totally up to that. Um, reinforce our um, reinforce our unlimited funds across the board. Done times the daddyplex, right? Um, doing those simple commands every day, 3 times a day, is manifesting it. We all could be doing that. Everybody, even the non-believers, y'all could be doing that shit too. So manifest it all for everybody, so that we can move things or we can get things done faster.
Right.
It's that simple. If you're sitting there, when, that when may never come for you. So do what I do, enforce it, and all of a sudden, boom, there it is.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
So use the time wisely, like educate yourself, help others, get prepared. So one of the things I say, physically organize your house, your whatever, like get prepared. Because when it happens, things are going to be moving fast. We feel things moving fast. It's only going to get faster and faster.
That's true.
Yeah. And
That's true.
yeah, it helps to be organized. It helps you to feel less overwhelmed.
Right. And one thing that I find myself doing is wanting to sit back and uh, educate somebody on a specific topic when I got so much shit to do and there's so many videos like this out there already.
Yeah.
So I literally don't. It's not that I don't have time to. I just refuse to because there's more important things that can be done with my time,
Right.
like focusing on those that are threatening us and eliminating them. Focus on those that are holding things up for us and eliminating them. So I would rather focus on that and then getting things that I need done to help all of this stuff happen a lot faster and easier. I would love to, um, I would love to have a different environment where I can do things in peace and not have to worry about certain things. So that's what I'm walking into, and the rest of you guys are walking into that as well. So that being said, reinforce it all and don't worry about when it's going to happen. Just reinforce it and allow the process.
Done, done, done.
Done, done, done.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, like I said, the more we put that positive high vibration behind each command, the faster it comes about where we actually see the results.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Are we at a good breaking point or do you have more time?
No, we're good. I do want to get some other things out the way. Uh, let's see. That being said, let's go ahead and reinforce our galactic stud status, our unlimited funds, full disclosure across the board, Daddy's perfect timeline, eliminating all the darkness everywhere, times a Daddyplex.
Done, done, done.
Done, done.
Thank you, Daddy.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Daddy.
Smarty. Yeah.
All right, y'all have a good day, and we'll be back soon. I can feel it. I can feel it.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate everything you've